we're going to finish on Apple TV with another crime drama. It's called Lucky, and here's a clip.
I taught you how to survive in the life that you were born into.
I know, Dad. Just thinking I'd like to get out of here alive.
Yes, another crime drama, an unusual Apple TV style. This just is high stakes, sort of really well shot piece of work, isn't it? Really, to me anyway. It isn't my usual kind of stable, I would say, something like this. I think that but it's really, really pacey. It's absolutely action packed drama, and Anya Taylor-Joy, she who plays Luciana, Lucky for short, she really is the main focus in this, and that's actually quite nice because quite often men, isn't it, in situations like, there is obviously a man in this, and she is a duo, but I just feel like it focuses on her, which is quite nice too. And not only do you have the kind of violence and the drama and the craziness, there is also some sensitive parts too. So you do see how she's feeling the scenario. So to go back to the beginning, it's based on a novel by Marissa Stapley, which I've not read, and Anya Taylor-Joy, as I say, plays Lucky, and she's a really confused, had a really troubled childhood, and she saw loads and loads of bad things happening in her childhood carried out by her con man dad. So kind of this sort of underworld, this underbelly of society was kind of in her blood, I suppose. And she was, and I guess if you look at that, it will either turn you into that world and think I can do this too, or it will turn you completely off. And I think there's part of you that thinks that she was going to be turned off by it, she wasn't going to do it, but actually in reality, when her dad's in prison, she's married to somebody who is also a very charming chap, but the troubled son of a very, very terrifying crime boss. And so they become embroiled in this very lucrative heist. One job and you're set up for life kind of situation. Is it too much for them to turn down? Well, yeah, of course it is. And you see them on the run. You see, as I said, it's incredibly dramatic. But in the end, is it going to give them really what they want? And the reality is, probably not. But it's I don't know. There's something, I feel like there's something quite different to this in a way. I think she plays the role really, really well. And the reason I think it's good is because I kept wanting, even though they were doing something bad, I kept wanting them to be successful at it because I liked the characters, even though they were doing bad things. So yeah, it's not one that you can cook the dinner, at the same time. You need to sit down and absolutely watch it. It's quite captivating from what I've seen so far. What did you think, Ian?
I really liked it. And obviously we know from Queen's Gambit how amazing Anya Taylor-Joy is. She was superb in that. And she's just very distinctive looking as well, isn't she? She really just draws you in. And I particularly like the fact that, so it starts the night and then the morning after this heist that they've pulled. And there's, suitcases full of cash in the bedroom. So they don't show you the heist, which is a pretty bold move. And then her other half, spoiler alert, but it happens right at the beginning. He just vanishes with all the money. And both the police and criminals are now looking for Lucky. And so there's this great sequence. She's staying in the casino, which is also a hotel, of course. And there's this great sequence where she has to somehow get out of there while it's swarming with cops. And that is she's just incredibly resourceful. But then it's out of the frying pan into the fire. You will discover, and I mean, Annette Bening, we saw her in Dutton Ranch playing a formidable rancher. And in this, she really is a mother-in-law from hell. You will find out why. So yeah, I thought this. I mean, it's also really exciting as well, action packed. rattles along at a great pace. It's really well shot. It's well written. She's terrific in it. So yeah, I thought it was excellent. And yeah, yes, another. I think it's going to be another hit for Apple TV.